Hi everyone. Fall is such a fantastic time of the year, isn't it? The leaves are changing, the days are getting cooler, but the days are also getting shorter and the sun is diminishing a little bit. So fall is also the time when the harvest comes in. And what do we get to harvest? We get to harvest exactly what we've been planting, right? So how's your harvest going? How's your harvest of your life doing right now? When I was young, we used to have a big family garden. We had very large family and a pretty large garden. So at the time we were planting 4 dozen tomato plants. We were planting peas and we were planting carrots and radishes, just lots of different variety of things. And it was always challenging to get that soil ready in the beginning of the spring. And I was thankful whenever we had a rototiller dug it up for us instead of us having to manually turn the soil over. As we prepared the soil and got things ready, I was always amazed that as we raked up the rocks, there was always a brand new pile of rocks every single year, and never ceased to amaze me. But we would use seeds in a row, and we would plant in those seeds, and a lot of times they'd come up just fine, but sometimes we used cheap seed, and it didn't come up quite as well. So it's one of those things that when you plant good seed in good soil, it's going to work for you. But one thing that I also learned was that no matter how diligent you are, the plants are starting to grow and they're starting to look good, the weeds start coming up. And if you've ever planted a garden, no matter what you do, everything you try, and we've tried a lot of things, there's still opportunities for weeds. But what I found was the best way to take care of those weeds is simply make sure you pull them out as they come up. So if you pull out the weeds as they come up, it makes a huge impact. I like to relate that to the thoughts in our mind, to those images that come to mind, because no matter how much you try to think positively, there are still going to be weeds popping up no matter what you do. And so I've always found it helpful to try to reinforce and plant positive thoughts in my mind, just like purposely planting plants in our garden. And the weeds are going to come up, but you got to pull them out as they do. I'd ask questions of myself, and I continue to do that. Questions like, what am I grateful for? You should do that yourself right now. Also ask things like, what's really great in my life? What's exciting in my life right now? Or you could ask something like, who do I love and who loves me? And just think about how that makes you feel when you think about those questions. What am I grateful for? What's really exciting in my life? And or who loves me and who do I love? So as you think about those purposely plant positive images in your mind. And when you do that, it goes a long way to keeping the weeds out. It's hard to think negatively when you're asking questions and thinking about being grateful. How is your fall going? Are you happy with your current harvest? If you're not happy with your current crop, now is the time to reevaluate and plant some new seeds. I'd love to see some comments from you. What do you think of this video? Let me know what I can do to plant some better seeds for you. Thanks.